Welcome to Rick's Corner. My guest today has a very familiar face. He's been around films for a long, long time, martial arts movies, and Star Trek?
Star Trek, yeah.
Yes.
I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I didn't forget. I did some of my history on it.
Thank you.
And it's really a pleasure to have Matthias Hues here with me because I've seen him around.
Shakes like a wrestler.
I do shake like a wrestler. It's a very limp. Doesn't mean anything other than
No,
that.
I know it's going to be a smooth fight.
Going to be a smooth match.
Smooth match.
You know, I've seen you around for years.
Me too.
I met you. You've seen me around for years?
Who hasn't seen me?
and then the day we went to the firehouse and Pete brought you over to the table. I thought this would be perfect to have you on the show.
Thanks, I'm glad. I watched your show.
Yes?
I watched actually your show with Pete Koch.
Pete Koch, he's a nice guy.
I heard
he's a little too tall.
Taller than me, I don't like
Taller
it.
than both of us put together.
Don't like it. But I do like him.
But when I need my lights adjusted, I have him come over there and fix all these things.
Yeah. We should have him on the show one time or the other.
Maybe we can make a call and sneak him in here today somehow.
Yeah, that would be great because, you know.
You were born in Germany?
Germany.
And when did you move to the States?
1986.
All right. Prior to that, though, I read that you were quite an athlete.
Track and field.
What did you do in track and field?
So pentathlon and decathlon.
Mm-hmm.
It started out that my father went to the track. I was just sitting there, didn't know what to do, and I just ended up running it. You know, like what was that film with Tom Hanks? He keeps running like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then eventually someone said, "Well, you know, you run okay, so why don't you want to train?" So I did. So that was a good thing for me. You know, I never drank and was a good teenager. I was only on the track and field training all my life.
Really?
Yeah. So I missed all those bad times teenagers.
You're still a teenager.
I'm still a teenager, so thanks for looks-wise, I know.
And then you went into hotel management?
Then, so my sport career ended rather quickly because in Germany you have to go to the army.
Oh, you're required?
So you go to the army, that's 17 months, you're done, you're finished. You know. Then, but that's when I started bodybuilding a lot.
Yeah.
And then didn't know where to go, what to do, always liked hotel business because you could travel around the world. Mm-hmm. And then ended up going to Paris, working in hotels.
Right.
But was always attracted to performers and that type of thing, and worked in this health club where there was a lot of singers, Johnny Holiday, actors, dancers, and I thought, no, this is more my direction. You know, and I quit the hotel business, went to Germany, opened up a gym, long way from Hollywood, right?
Oh yeah.
But I did see Rocky IV just when I opened the gym, and I thought, wait a minute, this guy's Swedish, I'm German, he's a bit taller. There's a magazine there, it says he's like 6'8", and I was like,
Is he 6'8"?
No, he wasn't, but it said in the magazine.
Yeah.
And then this girl I had a crush on, she walks in and she has like a 4-page article, look at this guy, this is my dream guy, you know.
We're talking about Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, we're talking about Dolph Lundgren, he's so tall, he's so good looking, and I'm looking at it, I said, damn, man, I'd never be like him, you know. But you know what? Fuck that, screw this, you know, I'm gonna go to LA and I'm just gonna go do it myself, you know. Sold the gym, boof, I was gone. Literally a couple of weeks later.
Funny thing is, he was on Channel 5 yesterday.
Oh, he was.
And they were asking about his career, and
he's got a good career.
Really nice guy. And he did sort of the same thing. He decided this is what he wanted to do and fell into a role. He says, I got a boxing movie, and it went from there.
It goes from there. There's always something in life that motivates you to do something. But you got to do the steps, and these steps are not just leading you directly to your goal. No, it's a long process.
It's a journey. But the thing is, with and Pete and I have talked about this. Mm-hmm. You have a goal. You have a certain thing in mind you want to do, and the path goes off and it goes off. But even if it goes off, it still keeps you kind of motivated to where you want to end up. And you might hit a roadblock here and there, and then you go around the roadblock.
I think what helps, Rick, and you know, you went the same road, is youth. So you usually make that decision, hopefully, in your early 20s or earlier. Yeah. Subconsciously, you're making it earlier, and then around 20, maybe you do something about it. Mm-hmm. You will not fail if you consistently walk towards that way, because there's no way. But you have to have some sort of background, like athletics or wrestling, something that gives you the discipline.
That's very true. Right. Like Arnold had the discipline. I think his bodybuilding, his discipline to that got him to do everything he wanted.
Absolutely. I don't take no for an answer.
No, you can't take no for an answer. No. And you can't say, when people say, I'd say, I'll meet you somewhere. Can you come? I'll try it. Try to me means you're not going to be there.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
You can't try. You got to do it.
I was very attracted to that. Coming to Gold's Gym, people like you, Pete Koch, I met Pete Koch very early. They were all in it for the same game. Mm-hmm. So if you're Hulk Hogan, Terry, I met him right off the bat. All these people are goal-oriented. Mm-hmm. They're real warriors. This is no bullshit. This is not an easy job.
No, not at all.
To get banged up, like you said, every 5,000 matches. Or how
many, you take the punishment. You know?
Yes, you do. And you will pay for it. But like I said, youth comes into effect.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to grab.
However, you said that you were attracted with America. You want to come to America.
Yes.
And you went right to Gold's Gym.
Yes.
Mecca. There's nowhere else to go.
Mecca.
Right to Gold's Gym.
Best thing in the world.
Of course.
Till that day.
And Derek Barton.
Yeah. Derek Barton, best guy ever.
Isn't he wonderful?
Man.
I love Derek. Derek's a good guy.
Without him, I wouldn't be in the business.
Well, he has a lot of contacts. He's a smart man. He does a lot of favors for people.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the movie, how you got that.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting story.
Derek Barton, unbelievable. It's like nothing like it in the world. But if you put the steps ahead of you and you go those steps, those things do happen. Jean-Claude was doing a movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme in Thailand. He had an argument, he walks away. The production company sat there, it cost a lot of money.
They have an investment.
Right. And the star is gone. So the writer, producer, one of the producers flies to LA, flies to the writer. She doesn't know anything about the action world, she's just a writer. Mm-hmm. The producer is a Hong Kong producer, Roy Horan, who doesn't know anything about actors in United States. So they sat there in the living room. Back then they had yellow pages. They said, well, we're just going to open the yellow pages with the gym section. I closed my eyes. The writer said, and wherever my finger lands, what we're going to call. Yeah. We're going to find out, do you have someone from Europe that is martial artist? So they, Gold's Gym, called, got Derek Barton on the phone. They said, well, we need some guy that can be European, a fighter, whatnot. And Derek said, this guy just came in.
He runs downstairs and grabs you from his office. Yeah,
grab you off the bench, you know, and I'll go there and I get the job. I can't believe it. I couldn't even speak English.
No,
and I had all this dialogue. There's no way I couldn't even handle it. And I remember the first take. I saw this was a big production. A couple of hundred people going like this, you know, and the Chinese director cussing in Chinese. Who the hell brought me this idiot to my set?
Oh no, really?
Just like that. And then they said, okay, now down. We'll shoot fight rehearsal scenes. We'll shoot it outside in Bangkok just to see how you move. So I'll do that, and they look. And again, everyone is cussing in Chinese, walks away, and the whole team left me in Thailand, in Bangkok. They went to the mountains, and they left me with this guy, Superfoot, Korean fighter, and he trained me for 4 weeks, like in Karate Kid, believe it or not.
Really?
And after
but you had a background in martial arts.
I had a background, but it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't Van Damme. You know what I mean? It wasn't on Van Damme level. Still am not on Van Damme level, but I'm an athlete. Yeah. So he molded me. So, and then I came to the set, and then I thought I'd rather die before I disappoint anyone. Did all my own stunts, you know?
Yeah.
Did the fight scenes in the movie, went theatrical. Boof.
And the movie's called what?
No Retreat, No Surrender.
Right, No Retreat, No Surrender. All right, from that, you got bit by the bug to be an actor.
Yeah. It's not like, I've done one movie, so great, I go to Hollywood, and I had $6,000 in my pocket, that's all I got paid, you know. For me, it was a lot of money. I get a car, down payment on a car, an apartment. I had a really beautiful girlfriend from Gold's Gym, Cynthia Bird. She was tall.
There, you can find women there.
Oh, unbelievable. I found one. And so I had a good life for a little while. Movie didn't come out yet. And a month later, my $6,000 was gone.
Yep.
Evicted out of the apartment, stood on the street. I literally walked to the garage. The car is impounded right in front of me. Then I call my girlfriend. She shows up. She says, oh, that's too bad. I feel really sorry for you. I'm sure one day you're going to make it. But I can't be with anyone I feel sorry for. Have a nice day.
Oh, no.
So you're on the street with one movie in your bag, but nothing else, you know. And I walked down Santa Monica Boulevard, homeless. So from there, it's a long, long road to get somewhere, you know. But eventually, a year later, the film came into the movie theaters, and the next day the phone rings.
From that?
The next day.
Really?
The next day.
And you started getting roles after that?
Non-stop.
Really?
Non-stop.
One after another after another?
Yeah, always playing.
Does your girlfriend want to come back now?
No, she married with someone way wealthier than I am to this day. She's a good woman, don't get me wrong.
No, I understand. I understand. So you've had a good career, and
yeah.
And you tell me about Star Trek.
The Star Trek is just something that came about, audition breakdowns, you know, they wanted tall people.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to recite something of Shakespeare. They were pretty strong about your acting ability. So I did, and I got that role. Don't know how. Next thing I know, you learn the language.
Yeah.
I forgot the language, but you really have to learn it. And they test you on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite a deal.
They test you on it.
I had a note here about you playing villains all the time.
Yeah, really.
You don't get the romantic lead?
I've done a little bit, but most people haven't seen it, so it must not be so good.
I always asked for that. I wanted to play the romantic lead, and the only thing you'll get that is if you're a rapist.
If you're a rapist, So I did get to rape a few in the movies.
Yeah, of course. You got it your way.
Eventually.
How long did you study martial arts?
Not so long. Just in between track and field, I did taekwondo and judo.
And then we were talking in the other room about going into pro wrestling.
Yeah,
let's
from one wrestler to another.
Let's talk about that.
No, I went to wrestling school in 1986. When I first came here, bigger, better deal. Guys like me had a good shot at anything. So someone saw me and said, "You got to be a wrestler the way you look, the long hair, the muscles." So I said, "Oh, I love it. I love Terry. I love Hogan. You know, I want to be that." So I went to school, trained, learned a lot.
How long did you train?
Just that first base, whatever that was.
I mean, how many weeks?
Oh, 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I thought, not a good wrestler. For one, I was very shy. Now I can do it. I can just blur out and be strong.
Takes time.
I was not so verbal. I remember another guy, Achim. You remember Achim from Germany?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Another big guy. But do you have the personality to be like that?
He didn't have it.
I didn't have it either.
Achim
Albrecht.
Right?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah. I didn't have it myself. You're German, you come here, you're German, you're closed off. Arnold is Austrian, it's a bit different, you know. So over time you learn to open your mouth and to say things funny and whatnot.
That's what carries it through. I mean,
that carries it.
You have to have a certain amount of charisma.
Yes.
And you can't buy charisma. You either have it or you don't. But you got to come out of your shell and you got to relate to people and you got to always leave them on a good note. Yeah. Something happy.
Yeah.
And they don't forget you.
Yeah.
Derek Barton definitely had his fingers on the
a lot of people's careers.
I never had an interest in getting into wrestling like you guys, but
you would have been great.
But Ed Connors, is right. He's responsible for introducing so many great bodybuilders and athletes to the WWF.
Yes, absolutely.
It's hard for me to get down there anymore unless I go Sundays because the traffic's so bad.
Yeah.
It's a long haul. I mean, not really long.
How many times a week are you there?
Down in Venice?
Yeah.
I go once every third Sunday, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because I have Gold's right out here in North Hollywood, which is a good gym.
It's a good gym. I know the gym. It's good. Then we have another Gold's in...
He's breaking up my set.
He's still with the classic Rick's Gold.
It's so funny. We haven't seen each other for a while. Rick and I, we had...
no, I'm Rick.
Rick and I don't have what I'm going to say about Pete now.
Okay.
You had a detour. I had a detour. I met a girl at Gold's Gym in 2004, and we got married. But she was German, so she came over here. She didn't like it. She said, "No, you're gonna have to try it to Germany. You have to try it in Germany." So I moved to Germany, and you moved away too.
I was in North Carolina.
Yeah, so we both, for a moment, took a break. And what motivated you to come back?
Oh shoot! It was time. I did take a break ultimately from Gold's Gym for about 6 or 8 years. I mean, I just felt like I kind of burned out, needed to, and I was also working for different health clubs, and I was working such long hours that I was training there. But then I worked my way back, and it was from the moment I stepped foot back into Gold's Gym Venice 3 years ago, it was like I never missed a beat. Everybody was absolutely awesome.
It's definitely nice there.
It almost feels like I was gone a few years, so nothing changed except I suddenly had to pay a membership.
Yeah, me too.
I said that like a little.
Me too.
Like
swipe that card.
Yeah.
But for you folks, right? For you folks around the country and around the world, don't be intimidated by Gold's Gym Venice to Mecca. And I don't make any money by telling people to go there, but it's still an exceptional,
unbelievable
gym. It's the most famous gym in the world, and rightly so.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely got everything in the world you want. It's got 5 of everything that you want.
10 of everything.
Yeah, you can't. You get lost in there. It's just one of those things.
Best German. I can't live without gold.
So, if people want to contact you on the internet, how do they do that?
Please don't.
I'm scared. You got the girl from Germany might want you.
How you doing? Yeah. If you can spot me at 20 or anything like that, just the best way. I have a website, MatthiasHuesOrigin.com, with the Matthias. What is it called in the middle? And then Hues in the middle. Origin.com. MatthiasHuesOrigin.com.
Underscore or hyphen, which is
what is it? Hyphen.
Man. So we know these things.
Should be here.
He speaks. I'm better at English, but he speaks 7 languages.
Yeah, but how come you lost your accent and Arnold didn't?
Oh, because it's from Austria.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose it.
No, he doesn't want to lose his accent.
Yeah, of course, that's him.
No. For me, it's like, oh, you got an accent, you can't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not everyone is Arnold. Arnold pushed his way through it at the right time, at that time, for what it's.
You should try doing it with a southern accent. Just
I tried. I was just auditioning for something with the southern accent. Like, I was dying to get it.
That would be really, really funny.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Keep it loose.
Keep it loose. Yeah, it was a very loose conversation too.
Our front row guest, Pete.
Pete, thanks for coming.
Thanks for throwing me in here at the last moment.
And man, I was so happy that I heard you here.
Give us the one line from Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, give it to us.
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck.
That's what I wanted to hear. Man. Thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll see you next time.
It's RickDrasin.com. He is the equalizer.